there is a clock. It isn't on your wall or on your wrist. It's a phantom clock, and it lives in the deepest chambers of your heart. You can feel its relentless tick in the frantic pulse in your veins when you scroll through the highlight reels of others. You can hear its chime in the hollow ache of comparison that settles in your chest late at night. It whispers to you in the quiet moments, a poison of profound urgency. You are late. You are behind. You are running out of time. That voice, that ghost, that fear, it is the most successful, most devastating lie ever sold to the human spirit. And today, we expose it. Today, we drag it into the light, because we must confront the fantasy that is crippling our potential. The seductive, soul-crushing myth of overnight. Do you truly believe the icons you place on pedestals were simply born at the summit? That the empires you admire were built on a single stroke of luck? That mastery is a lottery ticket someone just happened to find? Look closer. Look past the polished surface. We worship at the altar of the final frame, conveniently blind to the colossal iceberg of effort lurking beneath the water. Behind every overnight sensation is a silent, sprawling decade of unseen obsession. Behind every victory broadcast to the millions is a private graveyard of failed attempts, rejected manuscripts, and scrapped prototypes. Behind every effortless performance is a symphony of silent sacrifice. 10,000 hours of brutal, lonely, thankless, unseen work. They did not find a path. They carved one out of stone with bleeding hands. They did not wait for the storm to pass. They learned to build their ark in the pouring rain. They understood a sacred geometry that our culture of instant gratification has desperately tried to erase. Greatness is not an event. It is a habitat. Lasting things are not found. They are forged. And anything of true worth takes time. And let us speak the truth about that time. Let us be brutally honest. The process is not a romantic montage. It is agonizing. It is isolating. It is profoundly unglamorous. There will be days, so many days, you pour every ounce of your soul into the work, and the only thing you get back is the deafening echo of silence. No likes, no validation, no progress you can measure. Nothing. You will look at the vision in your mind, your magnificent dream, and it will feel like a cruel mirage on a distant horizon. You will see the canyon between the person you are and the person you yearn to be, and its sheer depth will threaten to swallow you whole. The questions will come for you then, like wolves in the dark. Is any of this even worth it? Who am I kidding? Am I just a fool, wasting my one precious life? In that moment of crushing doubt, when the fog of fatigue is so thick, you can't see the way forward, you are not failing. You are arriving. You are standing at the most important crossroads of your life. This is the precise point where 99% of journeys end. And it is the exact place where yours truly begins. Because what if the ticking clock isn't a countdown to your doom, but the rhythmic beat of a master artisan at work? What if time isn't your enemy? What if it's the ultimate crucible? Time is the sculptor, chipping away not at the stone, but at your perceived limits, revealing a masterpiece of strength you never knew was there. Time is the blacksmith, holding you in the consuming fire, not to break you, but to hammer out your impurities and temper you into unbreakable steel. Time is the alchemist, taking the raw lead of your clumsy, inconsistent, messy efforts and patiently, miraculously transforming it into the pure gold of mastery. Every single setback is a mandatory lesson in resilience. Every brutal failure is a tuition payment for wisdom you cannot buy. Every time you choose to drag yourself out of bed and show up when you would rather do anything else, you are casting a sacred vote for the future version of yourself. The struggle is not an obstacle on the path. The struggle is the path. The growth you desperately seek is not waiting at some finish line. It is woven into the very fabric of the grit required to keep going. So, breathe and let it go. Let go of the frantic, desperate rush to arrive. Release the poison of comparison. Your chapter 1 will never and should never look like someone else's chapter 20. Your only sacred contract is with consistency. Your only divine mission is to show up today. Show up when the world isn't watching and the accolades are silent. Show up when your own belief is just a flickering candle in a hurricane of doubt. Show up on the miserable days, the boring days, the days where the sheer monotony feels like a physical weight, the days surrendering to tomorrow feels like the sweetest possible relief. That is the practice. That is the entire war. It is a quiet internal battle waged against the gravity of your own comfort zone, one sunrise at a time. And every single day you refuse to surrender, you are winning the only war that has ever mattered. This journey you are on is not a race. It is the slow, sacred construction of a cathedral, brick by painful brick, prayer by silent prayer, day by thankless day. And then one day, years from now, you will lift your head from the labor. The fog you thought was permanent will have cleared. The noise will fade. You will look back, not at the days or the weeks, but at the seasons and the years, and you will stare in awe at the person you have become. You will barely recognize the fragile soul who started the work. You will see the wisdom, the compassion, the unbreakable character that was forged in the very fires you were so certain would consume you. And you will finally stand upon the mountain you built with your own 2 hands, and you will understand with every fiber of your being. The pride you will feel in that moment will eclipse every scar, every tear, every moment of doubt. The success you will hold will not be hollow, for you will have become the vessel worthy of it. You are not behind. You are not late. You are precisely where you need to be. You are in the process of becoming. Trust that process. Trust the time it will demand. And most of all, trust yourself. The waiting was the forging. The process was the prize. And the work was worth it all.